The sandstorm was alive. The sandstorm was not normal. Zayla ran across the red dunes, her feet sinking into the hot sand with every step. The wind screamed in her ears. Sharp grains of sand cut her skin like tiny knives. The storm behind her was not just a storm. It moved like it had a mind, like it was chasing her. She didn't look back. She didn't need to. She could feel it getting closer. Zayla had lost everything. Her ship had crashed 2 days ago. Her crew was dead. Her water was almost gone. The only thing left was her will to survive. The sky above was dark and heavy. The air smelled like lightning and dust. This was not just weather. It was something alive. Her people called it the Devourer. Old stories said it ate cities and bones and left nothing behind but silence. She stumbled. Her knee hit the sand hard. She cried out, but the wind took her voice away. Get up, she told herself. Keep moving. Ahead, something strange broke the endless dunes, a small round shape half buried in the sand. She crawled toward it. Metal. Old. Human-made. Her heart jumped. A door was half open, sand piled around it. She pulled it with weak hands. It groaned but moved. Inside, darkness waited. She didn't care. Zayla fell through the door and slammed. It shut behind her. Silence. Her breathing echoed in the tight space. She was inside a human bunker, one of the old ones from the war. Her people said humans were gone, extinct, killed by their own fire. But this place still had power. A faint blue light glowed from the walls. The air smelled old, but clean. Zayla leaned back against the wall and let out a shaky breath. She was safe. For now. She took slow steps down the narrow tunnel, touching the walls for balance. Strange human symbols glowed on the panels. Doors lined the hall, but most were locked. She passed broken machines, empty crates, and flickering lights. Then she heard something. A voice. No. Breathing. Someone was here. Her body froze. She turned slowly. At the end of the tunnel stood a figure, tall, wearing armor, human. He pointed a weapon at her. Don't move, he said. His voice was rough, tired, but strong. Zayla raised her hands. I'm not your enemy, she said. Her voice trembled. Please, the storm. The man stepped closer, keeping the weapon steady. He looked at her with hard, tired eyes. You're not supposed to be here, he said. I didn't mean to come here, she said. I was running from the storm. Please, I just need shelter. He stared at her for a long time. Then slowly he lowered the weapon. Get in, he said. But no sudden moves. Zayla nodded quickly. Thank you. He led her deeper into the bunker. The lights got brighter. She saw more rooms now. Living space, a small kitchen, even a water tank. He had been living here for a long time. Who are you? She asked. He didn't answer. They entered a room with a heavy door. He pushed a button, and it locked behind them. Sit, he said. She sat on the floor, her hands still shaking. He watched her for a moment. Then he finally spoke. Name's Cole. Zayla blinked. You're human. Last one far as I know. She didn't know what to say. Her people told stories of humans, how they were strong, clever, and dangerous, but also how they destroyed their own world in war. Some said they were just myths, but here he was, real and angry. He handed her a bottle of water. She drank fast, too fast, and coughed. Slow down, Cole said. Thank you, she whispered. He sat across from her, watching her closely. Why are you here? He asked. Our ship crashed, she said. We didn't know this planet was still alive. It shouldn't be, Cole said. But something's changed. Zayla nodded. The storm, it's not just wind. He looked at her sharply. You noticed too, he said. It moved like it was hunting me, she said softly. Like it could think. Cole leaned back, his face tense. You're not wrong, he said. I've seen it. It's not natural. And it's getting stronger. The lights flickered. Then something beeped. Cole jumped up, looked at the screen on the wall. His face went pale. "Something's outside," he said. Zayla stood up fast. "The storm?" He looked at her. "No," he said. "Something worse." The stranger beneath the sand. The alarm kept beeping. Cole stared at the screen. Zayla moved beside him, her breath caught in her throat. A red dot blinked on the radar. Just one. But it was close. "What is it?" she whispered. Cole didn't answer right away. He pressed buttons on the old control panel. Static filled the small room. The cameras outside were covered in sand, but one showed movement, shadows shifting at the edge of the dunes just beyond the door she had entered from. "It's not the storm," he said quietly. "Then what?" Cole looked at her. "You really want to know?" Zayla nodded, though her hands were shaking. "Sometimes," he said, "things come out of the storm. Things that look like machines, but walk like animals. They don't speak. They don't stop. They dig under the sand and listen. They're looking for something. What are they looking for?" He looked down. "Maybe me." Zayla stepped back. "Why?" Cole sighed. "I don't know. I was a soldier. I followed orders. Then, the war ended, the sky burned, everyone died, but I lived. Maybe that makes me a target." The alarm stopped suddenly. Total silence. Cole grabbed his rifle and moved to the door. Zayla followed carefully. He pressed his ear to the metal. No sound. He opened a small viewing slit. Outside, nothing moved. Just a sea of sand. "It's gone?" she asked. "No," Cole said. "It's hiding." Just then, boom. A loud thud shook the bunker. Dust fell from the ceiling. Zayla gasped and grabbed the wall. Cole spun toward the sound. That wasn't thunder. The lights flickered again, then steadied. Cole looked at the power gauge. It dropped slightly. "It's draining the system," he said. "How?" "I told you," he said. "They're machines. They suck energy. Like leeches. They wait till everything's dark. Then they come in." "What do we do?" she asked. Cole opened a panel on the wall and pulled out a strange metal device. It looked old and heavy. "We go to the second level," he said. "Lower tunnels. More doors between us and it." Zayla followed as he led her through a narrow hallway, deeper into the bunker. The walls got colder, the lights dimmer. Everything felt ancient. "This place," she said. "It's like a tomb." "It is," he replied. "Full of ghosts." They reached a large room with thick metal walls and a heavy hatch. Cole placed his hand on a scanner. It buzzed, then unlocked. The door groaned open. Inside it was warmer, quiet, and lined with strange machines. Zayla stepped in slowly. Her eyes caught something, old photos on the wall, human faces, children, smiling. "Your family?" she asked. Cole didn't answer. He stared at the machines. "This was my command post," he said. "Last time I used it, I gave the order to burn the sky." Zayla looked at him. "You destroyed the planet?" He nodded slowly. "Not by choice. We thought it was the only way to stop what was coming. But we were wrong." Suddenly the floor shook again. This time the lights died. Total darkness. Zayla's breathing quickened. "Cole, stay still," he said. A faint green light blinked from his chest. Night vision. Zayla couldn't see anything. She reached out blindly and found his arm. "They're here," he whispered. A soft clicking noise echoed through the vents, like claws tapping metal. "It's above us," Cole said. "It got inside." Zayla's heart pounded. "What is it?" "I call them sandcrawlers," Cole whispered. "They smell heat, sound, fear." "What do we do?" Cole handed her a small round device. "Press this if I go down. It'll blast the tunnel and block them. Might buy you time." "No," she said. "We stay together." Before Cole could reply, the ceiling creaked. Then a claw burst through the panel, metal screamed. Sparks flew. A tall figure dropped down. Long limbs. A face with no eyes. Just smooth black metal and wires. It turned its head slowly, sensing them. Cole raised his weapon and fired. The blast lit up the room for a second. The creature shrieked, a horrible, mechanical screech that rattled Zayla's bones. But it didn't fall. It lunged. Cole tackled Zayla to the ground as the sandcrawler smashed into the wall where they stood moments ago. "Run!" he shouted. She grabbed his hand and pulled him toward the back tunnel. The creature followed, fast and silent. They ran through twisting halls, past old war rooms and dead lights. Zayla saw bones on the floor. Human bones. Burned and forgotten. "Left!" Cole shouted. They turned sharply and slammed into a sealed door. Locked. Zayla turned. The sandcrawler was almost on them. Cole fired again. 3 shots. This time the creature staggered. "Now!" he shouted, smashing the panel with his rifle. The door opened just enough. They slipped through, and it slammed shut behind them. Silence again. Both of them breathing hard. "That's not the last one," Cole said, eyes dark. "They never come alone." Zayla looked at him. "What are they?" she asked. "What do they want?" Cole stared at the wall. "They're not from here," he said quietly. "They came after the bombs fell, after the humans died, and they've been searching ever since." "Searching for what?" Cole turned to her. "You," he said. She wasn't what she thought. Zayla sat on the cold floor, her back against the metal wall. Her hands were still shaking. Cole paced the room, checking every corner, every vent. His weapon stayed loaded. The bunker lights were dead. Only a soft, red backup light gave the room a bloody glow. Outside the door, nothing moved. But they both knew. The silence wouldn't last. "You said they were searching for me," Zayla whispered, voice low. "Why me?" Cole stopped pacing. He looked at her, but his eyes held something new. Fear. "You don't remember anything?" "Before the storm?" he asked. Zayla shook her head. "I woke up in a crashed ship. Broken glass. Blood. No name. Only a voice in my head telling me to run." Cole nodded slowly. "I figured." "What do you mean?" He took a deep breath. "I've seen someone like you before, only once. Years ago, right before the last sky strike. Someone like me?" He walked over to a dusty locker and opened it. Inside was an old screen, cracked, half dead, but it still lit up. He tapped a few buttons. Static, then a face. Zayla leaned closer. It was her same face, same eyes, but the woman on the screen wore dark armor and stood beside high-ranking soldiers. Her name tag read, Project Epsilon 3. "That's not me," she said, stepping back. "It is," Cole replied softly. "Your face. Your walk. Same implant glow under the skin. You were part of a secret project. Human DNA, yes, but mixed with something else." "What do you mean something else?" "Alien," he said. "Biotech, advanced regeneration, memory. Loxant, they called you echoes of survival. Weapons built in human form." Zayla fell silent. Her breath caught. "So I'm not real?" "You're real," Cole said. "But maybe not entirely human." Suddenly, a bang echoed through the vents. Both froze. Cole raised his weapon. "They found us," Zayla whispered. "I don't understand. If I was built, then why did I crash? Why did I run?" Cole's face hardened. "Because someone tried to shut the project down, burned the labs, killed the researchers. All the echoes were destroyed. Or so we thought." Zayla closed her eyes. Flashes came back. Cold water, needles, voices shouting. Then fire, and one voice whispering, "Run! They'll erase you too." Another bang. Closer. Then a voice. Mechanical, echoing through the halls, not in words but in sharp pulses. The bunker translated it. Target located. Prepare for retrieval. Cole's hands tightened around the rifle. "They're not here to kill you, Zayla. They're here to take you back." "Why now?" "Because something inside you woke up," he said. "Maybe when you entered the storm. Maybe when you saw me. Whatever it is, they can feel it. What do they want from me? Cole looked grim. You're a key. A living password. Living. There's a vault under this desert. Deep under. Old human tech mixed with alien code. Locked for years. Your kind is the only one who can open it. Zayla stepped back. So I'm a tool? You were, Cole said. But not anymore. You're thinking, feeling, fighting to survive. They want the old you. We need the new one. Outside the door, metal scraped. Something sharp dragged along the wall. It was right outside. Cole aimed at the door, but Zayla touched his shoulder. Don't shoot yet, she whispered. Why not? Because I can feel it. Feel what? The signal, she said, voice distant. They're calling me. But I can hear more. I can hear them. Not just machines. Voices. Others like me. She pressed her palm to the wall. The metal glowed faintly. Cole stared. What are you doing? He asked. I don't know, she said. But it's like a door is opening. In my mind. Suddenly the red lights flickered, then turned green. Access. Confirmed, the bunker voice said. Vault awakening. You triggered something, Cole said. I didn't mean to. Doesn't matter now, he replied. We've got two choices. Run deeper or stand here and fight. Zayla turned to him. Her eyes were brighter now, not fully human. We go deeper, she said. I need answers. Cole hesitated, then nodded. Together, they opened the emergency hatch under the floor. A long, dark shaft led downward. Steps old and rusted, never meant to be walked again. As they climbed down, the walls began to hum. Lights lit up, green and silver, flowing like water. Zayla felt something pull at her chest. A voice, not hers, whispered deep in her thoughts. We see you, Epsilon. The world remembers. And so do we. The vault remembered her. The metal stairs groaned under their feet. Every step echoed down the shaft like a warning. Zayla and Cole moved slowly, careful not to slip. The deeper they went, the warmer the air became, thick like breath inside a sealed tomb. The lights lining the walls weren't just lights anymore. They reacted to Zayla, pulsing softly in rhythm with her heartbeat. Cole noticed. This place knows you. Zayla didn't answer. Her fingers brushed against the metal as she walked, and it responded. It curved slightly. It shifted, like it recognized her touch. After what felt like forever, the stairs ended at a door, huge, round, sealed, by thick black metal. Old human design, but it had alien markings, flowing, curved lines that shimmered blue when Zayla came close. How do we open it? Cole asked, raising his rifle in case anything came from behind. Zayla stepped forward. I don't think I need to. As she raised her hand, the door hissed. A line of light split down the center. Then the door opened. Behind it, silence, a large chamber shaped like a dome, smooth walls, no buttons, no screens, only a glowing platform in the center. Zayla stepped inside. The vault lit up. One by one, hidden machines woke up from a deep sleep. Soft clicks, hums, and a low humming filled the room. Screens appeared out of the walls like ghosts, floating in the air. They showed symbols, moving data, old recordings. Cole stood at the edge, unsure. This is not just a bunker. It's a command core. Zayla turned. A command core for what? Suddenly a voice filled the room. Calm. Female. Not human. Epsilon 3. Confirmed. Welcome back. Zayla froze. Who are you? I am Echo, your memory archive, your handler. Your last order awaits. I don't take orders, she said firmly. You will. When you remember. Zayla's head throbbed. Images flashed in her mind. War zones, fire raining from the sky, other echoes like her running through the battlefield. Their eyes glowed just like hers. Cole stepped beside her. This is a trap. Shut it down. But Echo spoke again. He does not understand. He was not made for this. You were. Zayla's hands trembled. I was built for war? You were built for endings, Echo replied, to finish what others could not. Suddenly the floor opened. A pod rose from the center of the platform. Inside it, something floated. A dark, glowing cube. Not tech, not organic. Something in between. Cole aimed his gun. What the hell is that? The key, Echo said. The memory core. The last record of the human war protocol. All their secrets. Locked in that device. Only Epsilon units can open it. And only you remain. Zayla looked at the cube. It called to her. Something inside her chest, deep in the metal hidden under her skin, started to vibrate. Cole grabbed her arm. Don't touch it. You don't know what it'll do. Zayla turned to him. I think I have to. He stepped back. Zayla, listen to me. Maybe you were made for war, maybe you're a weapon, but you're also more than that now. You've changed. But the voice of Echo returned. Do you wish to remember, Epsilon? Zayla's voice was almost a whisper. Yes. She reached out. The moment her hand touched the cube, the entire vault shook. Not from the cube. From outside. Sirens blared. Red. Lights flashed. Echo's voice glitched. Incoming signal detected. Hostile. Cole ran to the console. What signal? From who? Not a who, Echo said. A what? The storm. On the screen, the storm appeared again. But it was moving. Fast. Too fast. And it had changed. It wasn't just wind anymore. There was something inside it. Shapes. Moving. Watching. Zayla backed away from the cube, but it floated after her. Bonded now. What did I do? She asked. Echo answered with one line. You woke it up. Outside, on the surface of the dunes, the wind screamed louder than ever. Machines rose from under the sand. Tall, thin, with long arms and glowing faces. The one sent to destroy the last vault had failed. Now, something worse was coming, and only Zayla could stop it, or become it. The storm spoke her name. The ground trembled. Dust fell from the vault ceiling as red warning lights blinked faster and faster. Echo's voice grew quieter, glitching like an old radio. Protocol breach. Unknown code detected. Exit now. Zayla held the black cube close. It pulsed like a living heart. Warm, heavy, calling her. Her fingertips glowed where they touched it. Cole looked at her. Zayla, we need to go, now. She nodded, but something in her eyes had changed. It wasn't fear. It wasn't anger. It was something older. Something deeper. They ran back up the stairs, but outside the sky wasn't a sky anymore. It was alive. Thousands of swirling clouds spun into a single eye over the desert. Lightning cracked without sound. Wind howled in one direction, toward the vault. They reached the surface. Cole raised his rifle. They're not clouds. He was right. Dark shapes moved inside the storm. Tall, long-limbed creatures with smooth, metal skin. No mouths, no eyes. But they sensed them. One of them stepped out of the dust. Its face was a mirror. Not glass, but something smooth. Glowing slightly. And then it spoke. But not with a mouth. It used Zayla's voice. Epsilon 3. Zayla froze. What? Did it just say? Cole asked. But Zayla knew. It had said her unit name. The creature stepped closer. Its body didn't move like a person. It flowed like liquid wrapped in armor. It stopped just a few feet away from her. Then, it tilted its head and the mirror on its face shimmered. Suddenly, Zayla saw herself reflected, except different. Her reflection was in full armor. Her eyes were glowing red. Her hands were bloodied. She was leading an army. What are you? Zayla whispered. The storm being spoke again. We are the memory. We are what your kind left behind. Cole raised his gun. Stay back. The creature ignored him. You were built to forget. We were built to remember. Remember what? Zayla shouted. I don't understand. You will. The creature reached out a hand, slow, like it didn't mean harm. Zayla gripped the cube tighter. It began to hum louder in response. "Zayla," Cole shouted. "Don't let it touch you." But she didn't move. Something inside her said, "This isn't just a monster, it was a message." The creature touched her forehead with one glowing finger. The world around her vanished. Inside her mind, a storm of memories hit her all at once. Soldiers in black armor running beside her, cities on fire, ships falling from the sky. A war, not between humans and aliens, but between humans and themselves. Echoes, clones. Designed by Earth's final government to win the unwinnable. She saw herself, leading a team into a vault just like this one. But something went wrong. They betrayed each other. Only she survived. The vault erased her mind, reset her, gave her a fake life. And the storm? It wasn't nature. It was punishment. A weapon left behind to wipe out anyone who remembered. Zayla opened her eyes. The creature had stepped back. Now it bowed its head. "You remember," it said. She shook her head, heart pounding. "Why me? Why am I the last?" The creature replied, "Because you were the one who refused the final order. You buried the key ran yourself." Cole looked between them, confused and tense. "Zayla, what's going on?" Zayla turned to him slowly. "I think I was the one who ended the war." Cole stared. "By erasing yourself?" "Yes," she said. "And now it's back to finish what it started." The storm behind the creature rose again, rising into the sky, screaming with wind and voices. The other storm beings began to appear, hundreds of them. Silent, still, watching, waiting. Zayla stepped forward and the storm stopped. Completely still. Cole gasped. "What the hell?" Zayla spoke, her voice echoing not from her mouth but from everywhere. "This storm remembers me, but now I remember it too." As the lightning flashed across the dunes, something else began to rise in the distance. Not machines. Ships. From the stars. A signal had been sent, and someone, something, was answering it. Not all of them would be friendly. Shadows from the stars. The desert was silent now. Even the storm had stopped. Zayla stood on the sand, her heart pounding like a drum. The glowing cube was still warm in her hands, pulsing slow and steady. Cole scanned the horizon. "Do you think it's really over?" Before she could answer, a sharp light split the sky. A ship, large, dark, and unlike anything human, descended from the stars. Its shape was smooth and curved, like a giant shadow sliding down to the dunes. The sand beneath it shimmered as the ship's engines touched the ground. A low hum filled the air, vibrating through Zayla's bones. Cole raised his rifle. "Who are they?" Zayla's eyes narrowed. Not who. What? The ship's hatch opened with a hiss. Figures stepped out, tall, thin, with skin that gleamed like polished stone. Their eyes shone faint blue. Their faces were hard to read. No emotion, only cold calculation. One figure moved forward. "Epsilon 3, it said, voice like ice. Zayla's blood ran cold. "You know me?" The figure nodded slowly. "I am Kalen, sent by the consortium. We have watched your progress. The storm was our last warning." Cole gripped his rifle tighter. "Consortium? What consortium?" Kalen's eyes flickered. "A coalition from many worlds, humans included. Your people tried to hide the truth beneath the sands, but we have come to reclaim what was lost." Zayla's mind raced. "Reclaim? From who?" Kalen's gaze didn't waver. "From you, Epsilon. From your memories." Cole frowned. "You mean she's the enemy?" "No," Kalen replied. "She is the key and the greatest threat." Zayla felt a chill. "Explain." Kalen stepped closer, voice low. "Epsilon units were designed to guard secrets. You carry the last human war protocol inside you, the knowledge to destroy or save entire worlds." Cole shook his head. "Why not just ask for peace?" Kalen's smile was cold. "Because some secrets must remain buried. Your awakening triggered protocols across the galaxy. Forces want to stop you. By any means. Suddenly alarms sounded inside the ship. Kalen's face darkened. They have found us. Zayla looked up. From the horizon, dark shapes moved fast. Smaller, ships faster and more aggressive. Attackers, Kalen said. Enemies of the consortium. They want the cube. They want to erase your memories forever. Cole aimed his rifle. Fight or run? Kalen's eyes locked on Zayla. Fight. But not like before. Zayla felt power rising in her veins. The storm's energy. The cube's hum. She wasn't just Epsilon 3 anymore. She was a living weapon, a beacon. Tell me, she said, voice steady. Who sent the attackers? Kalen hesitated. There is a faction inside the consortium. Rogue elements. They want control over the past to rewrite the future. Cole stepped forward. So this is bigger than us. Kalen nodded. Bigger than any of us. But you, Epsilon, hold the choice. A blast hit the ship's side. The battle had begun. Zayla grabbed Cole's arm. We can't run. We must end this. The sky darkened. Stars blinked out. The shadows from the stars had come. And now, the war was truly beginning. The last choice, the desert was no longer silent. Explosions ripped through the dunes. Laser fire streaked across the sky like deadly comets. Zayla and Cole ran toward the ship's entrance, dodging blasts and falling debris. The storm's energy hummed inside her veins, louder than ever. We have to reach the core, Kalen shouted, pointing to the ship's heart. Only there can the cube unlock its final secret. Cole glanced back. Enemies are closing in fast. Zayla gritted her teeth. I won't let them erase my past or our future. They reached the core chamber. Inside, a huge console pulsed with light. The black cube floated above it, glowing fiercely. Zayla stepped forward. I'm ready, she said. As she touched the cube, memories flooded back. Not just hers. Millions of humans, their hopes, their fears, their final fight to save their race. And then a new vision. A small ship leaving Earth carrying the last survivors. A secret mission to start again. I'm not just Epsilon 3, she whispered. I'm the last human. Cole's eyes widened. Kalen nodded solemnly. You carry humanity's final hope and burden. Suddenly, the ship shook violently. The attackers had breached the core room. Figures appeared. Rogue consortium soldiers, weapons ready. Zayla's pulse quickened. I have a choice, she said. Destroy the cube and lose everything, or activate it and risk everything. Cole took her hand. Whatever you decide, we stand with you. Zayla closed her eyes. She remembered the storm, the voices, the desert, and the last human hiding beneath the dunes. Then, with a deep breath, she pushed her hands down on the cube. A wave of light exploded outward. The rogue soldiers froze, eyes wide. The storm energy surged, wrapping around Zayla like a shield. She felt power unlike anything before. This is humanity's voice, she said. Our fight isn't over. The cube's light expanded, sending a message into the stars. Far above, ships answered the call, but this time, not enemies. Allies. The rogue soldiers dropped their weapons, trembling. Cole smiled. Looks like you just won us a whole new war. Zayla opened her eyes, fierce and bright. Or a new beginning. The storm had ended, but the real journey was just beginning.